Good morning, everyone. This is Ravegal. We're playing some Baba Is You. I've gotten several recommendations for this. This is a logic puzzle game with some spatial components to it. It's a lot of the things I like. I've been kind of hesitant about playing it because I feel like a lot of these puzzles are either going to be something that I get right away without really being able to talk through, or something that I'm just going to get stuck on and have to kind of revisit. So we'll see how it goes. My plan is currently to kind of just play through one stage at a time. I did a little bit of experimenting with it just to kind of get used to it and see how it goes, or kind of judge it. So I think what my plan is going to be is just to keep moving forward, because it looks like you can keep progressing through the game without doing every single level. And so my goal is going to be to beat as many levels as I can and beat the game. Unless I get stuck on something that's part of the actual core game, I'm not going to sit and worry about stuff. So the way this works, the only real button is a rewind and a movement. So we can see here that the logic is explained. Baba is you. If I change this, I can no longer control it, so I have to undo. Currently, flag is win, wall is stop, and rock is push. So we can push rocks. We can't move through walls, but if we change this, we can now move through walls. If we do this, we can now move through rocks. And when we get to the flag, we win. That's the game. Obviously, it's more complex than that, but we're going to do the intro here. So, wall is stop. Flag is win. We move that, wall is no longer stop, flag becomes win. Oop. Mashed through too fast. Okay. What is this? Flag is stop, wall is you. So this is kind of a great way of explaining that you are not always Baba. Flag is not always going to be a victory. So we're going to move that. And switch stop and win. I think this is a really, really good tutorial because it does a great job of explaining how everything works. Water is sink, so kind of just a one-shot thing. Now, this is probably my favorite thing from playing the intro. You don't have enough rocks to push it across, so you kind of immediately have this shift where you have to switch it to rock is win, showing that you can't always just take the very straightforward approach, even if it seems like what you're going to do. Let's see. I think it was knock that over, so the skull is no longer defeat. Easy enough. Okay, you have to slide this over so that you don't accidentally, can't move. I love that the music stops at that point too. Okay, rock is push. Baba is melt. So I think what we need to do is slide over here and make it so lava is push. I'm not sure exactly how the layering on some of these things works. Oops. Okay. So change ourselves into the wall and then just move the whole wall? Sure, why not? And then we go to the grass yard. Okay, so this is one of my another favorite from this intro section. I didn't play too much more than this intro. So my favorite thing with this is, so your expectation is, okay, I'm stuck in this box, but there's nothing saying that the wall is a problem. So you have to avoid the grass because it's stopped, but you don't have to avoid the flag. But you don't have to avoid the wall, so you could just walk right through them and just push everything here. The other thing that this does is it gives you that crossword effect and kind of emphasizes that you can kind of cross over there. Okay. Baba is you and sink. We no longer sink. However, Jelly is gonna stay sink. Okay, so sink is one at a time. So you can just kind of ram the entire wall through like that. Neat. Okay. I think this is about how far I got before I started slowing down last time. Okay, so we want... It's currently star is sink, so if we walk into that, it's gone. Or if we push a rock into it, it's gone. So we could push a rock into it, or we can just make it not. Actually, I think what we want to do... That's right. Okay, so we want to do stars push, stars sink, because that way when we push it into this, it'll eliminate it. And this one... turn to Crab and Baba is you, and then walk with the flag. So we're getting into AND statements, which is really neat. I like the fact that it continues to get more complex. Okay, so Kiki is move, love is push. And algae is defeat. We're just going to go ahead and do this. Love is win. There we go. Pillar is push. Okay, wall is stop, pillar is push, flag is win, Baba is you, star is defeat. So I think I want to do something like this. That worked. Awesome. I think this is where the path splits. Brick wall. Okay, so it zooms in real close. Wall is stop. Flag is win. Baba is you. So we've learned already we can make multiple statements. All we have to do is move it, so Baba is win. And I believe this opens up the submerged ruins, which is the side area. Yep. So these are bonus levels. These are the ones that I was not super keen on. I'll show you the first one just as a thing. So you can kind of do this. And then it's like rock. You can do this. Oops. trying to remember how this worked. I think I need the second is. So yeah, this is some really, like, it starts getting really weird when you get into this stuff. Okay, so now that we've got that over there, we can switch it so that the flag is win. It's neat, but the second one is definitely a big step up in difficulty. Okay, so now we get into keys. This section's really neat. Okay, so key is open and push. That means you have to have push in order to move items, and you have to have, and open kind of works like sync. So there we go. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. And then we're gonna push this over. Actually, let's just bump everything down one so we can have an easier time moving it. And then we're gonna do the same thing with rock. Basically turn rock into what our key was, because it doesn't have to be locked into one thing. Okay, so key is push and open. Now, you can only open things that are shut. So currently door is shut. The door is also stopped, so even if we change this, it doesn't do any good. However, I believe we can do this. Now, this is one where also we cleared it enough to get the area there. I'm gonna keep going and do a few more levels, but this kind of just emphasizes the whole, you're not stuck just doing, you don't have to do every level to finish the game, basically. So there's another way to do this, I'm pretty sure. And actually, I think the first time I did this, I did it slightly differently. So do this like you did previously. And then the other thing I did was, oh, never mind, that does not work. Oh no, it does, yeah. So this is another thing that I really enjoy with this game. There's multiple solutions to every level. Not every level, but a lot of levels. 8, locked in. Okay, wall is stop. Not anymore. Oh, but wall is also defeat. That's right. Okay. Jelly is stop. Wall is jelly. And Baba is win. So this is the first time we've seen something that's really where you can change one thing into another thing, which is another very different thing. So you can't contradict itself. So currently it says flag is rock, and flag is win. So you want to do, rock is flag. Oops, can't go all the way down. But that's a fallacy, because rock is rock. You can't contradict itself. But if you move it so rock is no longer rock, then rock can become flag. This is really where it starts getting into the weird. Which I love. Okay, so Kiki is you. Door is shut. So this door is shut. Key is push and open. Okay. Hedge and door is stop. So think what we want to do is say door is you. And I think we can do key is shut, kind of like how we did door is open before. By making door into you, you can move it with regardless of if it's stopped. And then key is shut, contradicts itself, so it opens itself. Jelly thrown. Okay, flag is push. Oh, flag is flag. My mistake. So we turn Jelly into Baba, break this so that we can go through the flag, and then turn flag into the win. Okay. Crab storage. This one took me forever, so I'm gonna kind of go through the whole process here. So the first part I got pretty easy. If you try and do Baba is open, like with the key, it breaks it, so you can't do that. So you have to switch it to flag is push and open. The other trick here is that if you try and push this straight up, if you push Baba straight up, when it gets here, you lose, because Baba is defeat. If you push Crab straight up, then Baba is Crab, and you can't move, because Crab is not you. So what you have to do is go Baba is Baba, so this becomes a contradiction. Crab can be defeat, because it's down there, and then Crab is win. Burglary. Okay, wall is stopped. So currently nothing is shut. Even if we push the key into the door... Oh, key is also defeat. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna go... Nope. Star is open. Now, the door is not actually shut. I know it's a door and that's what it does, but the logic does not say that the door is shut. So, all is shut. Now we can push this into any square we want, and it breaks. So now we can say, key is win. Oh, except key is also defeat. There we go. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna just dip into this one just to kind of show you why I'm not progressing with it. So the other one, the trick was that you could go past it down here, but currently flag is defeat. I just realized something that I hadn't thought of before. Oh wait, no, except for that doesn't work, does it? I don't think this works because that's defeat, so you just die. Yeah. So I spent about half an hour on this one previously and got nowhere. I got into this really complex loop of rock is you and you is rock, and basically came to the conclusion that I have no idea how to do this one. And this was the one that kind of made me redo the video, restart the game, and decide I'm taking a different approach. Because I don't want to spend half an hour on one level kind of half narrating my thoughts. So hopefully that's a good kind of starting sample of Baba Is You. It still took a little bit to get through, but that's World 1, the lake. I will plan on going through the Solitary Island next time. This one is completely fresh. Yeah, I'd already gotten through most of the lake previously. Solitary Island, I have not even touched. So this will be new. This will be completely fresh, and we'll see how that goes and how far I end up going in the game in general. I will probably plan on doing one area per video because it is a very, like I said at the beginning, this is the type of game that can be very hit and miss. And the biggest problem for me is I also tend to internalize my thought processes for a lot of this stuff, and I don't know how much to explain or not explain as I'm going, because these type of spatial logic puzzles are just something that clicks in my brain. So verbalizing it is a lot harder. So yeah, we'll give it a shot next time, and hopefully you will enjoy. If you do, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.